All right, welcome to Gun Talk. I'm Tom Gresham, and yeah, we talk about guns around here. We have a good time. We're having some fun today. This is going to be a little bit different, and you'll actually be able to see this interview as well as listen to it, because we're going to be putting it up on the Gun Talk website, the YouTube, all the other places we do our podcast, and just doing a little experiment here, seeing if we can pull this thing off. So we'll see how it goes. Right now, we're bringing in Ryan Gresham over at Gun Talk headquarters down in Louisiana. And Ryan, I'm seeing you on video. This is so weird because we don't usually do this for the radio show, but why not, right?
It's all a mix, right? I mean, you think about a podcast is actually like an audio thing, except people say I was watching a podcast. It's like saying I was watching a radio show. So we're recording video. We'll take this segment, we'll put it on to the Gun Talk channels, YouTube, Facebook, all those places, so you can see us doing this. It's also a teaser for the rest of the show. So thanks for listening and watching.
Yeah, there you go. So you have been busy over there with your crew, and I guess just to back up so people know, you have Range Ready Studios, you got the Gun Talk headquarters there, you got shooting range, you got classrooms, you got TV studios where you're sitting right now, and you have this TV/digital internet, whatever show it. I don't even know what you call it now.
We're just content creators, right? We're just whether it's audio or video or whatever. We're the I used to say we're the Bob Vila of guns, but we're the Barstool Sports of guns. If you're younger than 40, so maybe you know that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we're doing a bunch of different things, and I will give a little quick plug because we do have a pistol class coming up, and as you mentioned, we run training classes, and so in the middle of June, we have a 2-day pistol class. So if you're interested in that, go check it out, rangereadystudios.com. You can sign up. There's still a few spots left.
Oh, okay. And you're doing the 2-day pistol class. Are you doing the intro day before that too this time? I don't know if you're doing that this time.
No, we're going to just do, it's like Pistol 1, but people always ask, what do I need to know to show up? I mean, we would like you to know how to load, unload, and shoot your gun, but you don't have to be a ninja to show up to do this. So we've started with people who have very little skill and bring them forward. So it's fine. But then the thing that we wanted to talk about is we're also have a new season of First Person Defender. This is season 14. Season 14.
Wow. Okay, First Person Defender. The idea is you take regular people, if there's such a thing as regular people anymore, and you put them into a self-defense situation, and something's gonna happen, and they know that they're gonna get. It's going to be a carjacking, an ATM robbery, whatever. Something's going to happen, and you see how it goes without any training, right?
Yeah, the premise of the show came from, we're just talking about a pistol class, right? That's live fire, and that's a defensive pistol class. We'll teach you how to shoot your gun accurately and quickly and hit targets. But this was like, there was nobody doing anything where you go, what if you were able to practice getting attacked? What if you were able to, obviously not using real guns, but using guns that shoot a projectile like a paintball? What would you do? And how should you handle it? And what's amazing is it's not as simple as drawing and shooting your gun. There's a lot more technique and tactics and thinking through this.
Well, I mean, in a lot of the things, the scenarios you get come out of the news. I mean, just this past week, we had an incident, I believe it was in Florida, where some teenagers supposedly were like throwing cheese at this guy's car, and he gets all mad at him and chases them down and shoots one of them. And you're going, okay, well, that's like, you guys ought to do a scenario based on cheese or something.
Well, I mean, like, hey, he was in fear for his life. It was chease. I mean, what kind of cheese are we talking here? Are we talking hard cheese?
Could have been Limburger. That Limburger will do it. That's right. So
you'll pass out if that stuff hits you right.
All right, so you set these things up, and how does the scenario run? Explain kind of how the structure runs as you go through one of these.
So we do have just regular folks on the show. So we bring them in, we kind of cast for this. We're looking for a variety of skill levels and backgrounds. But we say, okay, here's this guy, John. He carries concealed. He wasn't, a SWAT team guy. He's just a regular guy. But John doesn't know what's going to happen. But we set it up to say, okay, you're in your house or you're in your office. You're leaving your office. You're going to go get in your car. and just play it for what it is. He walks out of his office to go to his car, and maybe he has encountered something. Maybe it's an attack, which seems very straightforward, but maybe there's a second bad guy. Or maybe you encounter a domestic dispute happening on your car. Looks like this guy's beating up this lady. Do I intervene? Do I shoot him? Do I use verbal commands? Do I move to cover before I do all of that? Are there bystanders? What did they see? So it's a 360, 720 degree thinking person's game. And I will tell you, the first episode that just dropped on our new First Person Defender YouTube channel. So on YouTube, go to @FirstPersonDefender. That's where the home of all of our First Person Defender content is going to be now. The first episode is a woman named Natasha. Natasha carries every day in real life. She's new to it, just a few years in, but she's learning.
Is she married to Boris?
No, different Natasha, I think. But we told Natasha, we brought her into our shoot house. You said, this is your house. You just got home. So she's walking through the house. She's turning on lights. She walks into her bedroom and she turns on the light and there's a man standing there. Now what? Because a lot of people say, he's in my house, I'm going to shoot him. Well, who is he? And is it justified?
Right.
And so you have to think through this. And it's not just, I don't want to give it all away, but that's the setup to what happens. And you've got to see what she does, because everyone on the crew, everyone watching it was blown away.
Well, there's 20 different ways this thing can go, depending on how she reacts and who the person is. And of course, you can change that up. And I know, first of all, let me just say, I may have stepped on you. You have a new YouTube channel for First Person Defender. How do people find that?
Yeah, so obviously just go to YouTube, and it's @FirstPersonDefender, youtube.com @FirstPersonDefender or something like that. But if you look up First Person Defender, you're going to find old episodes that's on the Gun Talk channel. But you need to go find the channel for First Person Defender, because we just have so much content there. It deserved its own channel dedicated to self-defense, concealed carry, personal protection, home defense. So that's what this channel is. And we're starting with this new season of First Person Defender.
Wow. Okay. All right. So Natasha goes in. She finds a guy in her house. A lot of options there. You can turn around and run. Mm-hmm. You can confront him. You can just shoot him dead on the spot. You can invite him for a cup of tea. I mean, just like there's any number of things that can happen. And we don't know what the right thing is, and they don't know what the right thing is, right?
Well, they don't, and we can kind of tailor that to their skill level. Right. We've had people on the show who said, oh, look, two guys fighting. One guy just shot the other guy. Our good guy draws the gun, shoots the guy who has the gun. And he's basically like, yeah, I think that went pretty well. We go, well, that's cool. Who did you shoot?
Well, that guy.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, who
I
is that
shot
guy?
That guy with the gun. Who was he?
Yeah.
Was he a good guy or a bad guy? And he goes, oh no. And he just realized, oh, crap. I thought I was doing great, drawing, shooting, woo! I put down the bad guy. Well, who was that guy? He had a gun. Yeah, he did. He and another guy were fighting, and he shot the other guy. Who was he? Was he good, bad? Who knows? So there's a lot of training that can take place even by viewing these episodes, because you are training your brain. You are running through these scenarios and going, oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Todd, I never thought of that. We actually get response from viewers through the years who say, watching First Person Defender saved my life. Or in one case, one guy said, you probably saved the lives of my children, because my wife watched FPD. She started carrying again, and she had to shoot a pit bull that was going to try to kill my kids.
Yeah, just watching the show encouraged her to, okay, I do need to start carrying the gun again. And we do have to challenge ourselves, right? We have to be honest with ourselves. There's a lot of times when you say, I probably don't need it. Oh, what could happen? But let's challenge ourselves, guys. What could happen? Stuff happens in parking lots and stores and barbershops, in your home, in your front yard, every single day. This type of stuff happens.
crazy pops up everywhere and evil is everywhere. And if you knew that where you were going to need your gun, you wouldn't go there in the first place.
Exactly. But yeah, the new season's out. And yes, we'd love for you to go sign up and subscribe to the new First Person Defender YouTube channel. But it'll be on the Gun Talk Facebook page, Gun Talk's Roku channel, Gun Talk's X channel. So you got Gun Talk and Gun Talk Media. You probably should be following both of us on X. But just go and find it, because I tell you what, this season and these episodes, the scenarios, they're amazing.
We're also going to put a plug out that you need people to participate in First Person Defender. So when you are going to do the next season, you actually need people who will come in and play the good guy and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're interested in being on the show, you can email us, info@guntalk.com, and we're always looking for willing participants. And I promise you will learn something. It's a game changer. It's really life changing. I had a conversation with Bill Dermody from HK USA, and he was talking about the very first force on force scenario he ever did, and he said it changed my life. It changed the way I think about things.
Mm-hmm. No, it just changes how you think about it, because it becomes real. And I know people think, they're play acting or anything. It doesn't work that way. When you get into the scenario, your brain says this is real, and you react that way. I mean, and you've had people like at the end of the scenario, like just break down, just because that was overwhelming. Well,
it's overwhelming. It becomes very intense. Mm-hmm. We try to tailor it to the person. So when we're asking you about your life, maybe we're actually building the scenario about you. If you tell me you take care of your grandkids every Tuesday and Thursday, that might be part of the scenario.
There you go. It makes it real for them. And that is part of what makes it real and lets them buy into it. This is great. I'm excited. 14th season of First Person Defender. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you guys go tune in. I promise you'll enjoy it.
There you go. All right. We'll be right back with more Gun Talk.